What do you do when the monster is already in your own head? Look through this one dark window with us. Welcome to Mythic Mirror, the podcast for lovers of myth and fantasy who want to live magical and fulfilling lives. I'm your host, Mary C. Kehoe.
And I'm your co-host, Carolina Carter.
And today we are talking about One Dark Window. The Dark Window?
One dark window.
Okay, great.
One.
There's just one. We will be talking about the first half. Oh, there it is.
The first half-ish. I think we should set the stage without any spoilers so that people can still read if they want.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll really get it with the spoilers in the next one.
Mm-hmm. Now we will have guesses. So they're not spoilers.
Yeah. Well,
but
I have a guess. I think you have the same guess.
Probably.
I think we think the same.
Probably. I don't know why.
Let's say it on the count of 3.
No. First, I want to go broad. What do you love so far about this book? Shh.
Okay. So we were talking about, speaking of unfinished series and you not finishing them, finished series and you not unfinishing them. Speaking of series that you don't finish, I feel it's because you've been hurt and we've been hurt because both of us loved the book The Hermit Thrush Sings.
Mm-hmm.
And even to this day, every couple of months, I look it up to see if she ever published another book. Because I wanted to finish that series with my whole heart and soul. And I still to this day want to know what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And this book actually reminds me of that book. It has a similar sort of atmospherically dark, intriguing, isolated heroine with something going on.
Something she has to hide.
Yeah, something she has to hide. And I was drawn in by the atmosphere. I was drawn in by the heroine, and I was drawn in. There's something about it, and I'm not here to criticize anyone. This is not a spicy book, and I'm really enjoying that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go. What do you like broadly? What do you like broadly?
Don't call me broadly. I would agree. I would agree with everything you just said. It's interesting because it is considered a dark fantasy, but it feels to me more like atmospheric, but almost in a comforting way, the way an old fairy tale is.
Which,
granted, fairy tales were grim and dark. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But nothing so far, nothing too terrible or dark has actually happened to any of the main characters. So the world has dark things happening to people in the world.
But we don't know. Who cares?
Yeah, it's the backdrop. It's the setting rather than, dragging you through.
The threat, the constant threat that something bad could happen.
Mm-hmm.
That at any moment her cover could be blown. So, this is not a spoiler. We find this out in the first chapter. Our dear heroine, whose name is Elsbeth. Whose name is
Elsbeth.
Elsbeth.
Elsbeth. That's what I said.
Elsbeth. Her cousin, for some reason, calls her Bess. We don't know why. How do you say her cousin's name? Ione.
See, I have been saying Iona.
Yvonne?
What?
Iona? But there's no at the end.
I know, there's an E. So it could be. It's an interesting. I like what she does with the spelling to make it feel more fantastical, but I would like a pronunciation guide because I also don't know how to pronounce the main guy's name. Is it Raven or is it like Raven?
Of course it's Raven. No, it's Raven, Mary, please.
But it's... Well, okay, but she's changed quite a few letters to the Y, and then I don't know, does the Y, is it always a I-N or is it a E-N, Because I kind of
no
like
glossary in the back.
no, I kind of like the idea of it being Raven or something
No, I'm
like.
sure it's Raven.
Oh, I'm probably. I mean, they say that a raven is the namesake, but then why is it spelled differently?
Because it's fantasy. It's cool.
Yeah.
So a couple V's and a couple Y's and a couple E's.
I mean, I like the way all the names look. I would just like to know for sure how to pronounce them.
Yon.
Ione? Ione? It's like an
Nope.
instead of a a. Ione.
I think it's Yon. That's what I think.
All right.
That's how I say it in my head every time when I'm reading it. Yon. Yon.
I want to read this book in your head.
Yon.
All right. So
yeah, get serious, Mary. God.
I'll try.
Okay, so we've got this gothic-y feeling, atmospheric, dark, isolation, mist. This feeling of both like the kingdom's under attack and the kingdom's attacking itself. Okay, so let's talk about the infection.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of dubious. Nobody really knows where it comes from, but there's this fever. You get it. Your blood turns black. Squeamish readers, I made it. I think you will be okay. Literally, the hardest one was the card on the first page. That I was like, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay.
Yeah, just skip that first card. You'll be pretty much all right.
You can kind of come back to it later once you're less nervous, but yeah, skip it at first. Okay. Focus, Carolina. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's lay the scene again. Dark fantasy. There's a land surrounded by mist. The mist seems to be cutting it off. There's definitely a magical being in the mist. It's unclear what else is in the mist. We just know that if you go into it, you don't come back. We also know that there's an infection. We're not sure how you get it, but if you get it, the physicians and the destriers, how do you say that?
Mm-hmm.
Come and kill you. Now, our heroine was hidden by her father and her aunt as a child, so she was not killed. And the reason they kill you is because you develop magic, and the magic will eventually kill you anyway. Why? Because magic always has a cost. Right, Mary?
Correct.
And I want you to think about that next time it's the first of the month and you're blowing cinnamon in your door.
What is the
Did you
price?
think about that? Did you think about that before you just went ahead and used magic? No, you didn't. Eating grapes under the table on New Year's. Did you think about that? Did you think about that? No, you didn't.
Know the price.
So, magic always has a price. Major takeaway.
So it seems so far that the reason, well, magic has a price anyway, but it seems like it has a little bit more of a sinister feel to it because something happened in the past. Throughout this book, we are learning about the Shepherd King who has traded parts of himself, his being, to the spirit of the woods to create these magical providence cards. And the holder of the card has magic. There's always a price. Now, the mist appeared after that point, and there's something that happened that we don't know yet. And I would like to know your guesses as to what that is.
Okay, but first, can we talk about the magic system? Because I love.
Yes.
I think they're really hard to set up. And I think this did it really well, and I think they rolled it out really well. The author, Rachel, rolled it out very well by giving us like kind of a little tidbit at the beginning of each chapter. So there are 12 cards. You tap the card 3 times to ignite it, to use it, and then you tap it 3 times to stop using it. Magic always has a cost. If you use it too much for too long, bad things happen. For each card, it's different. It's sort of like the inverse of what you get. So for the maiden card, you become very beautiful, but your heart turns cold. Not literally, figuratively. Well, we don't know.
Emotionally.
Should I get into any of these other ones? I did look them up just in case.
How about you pick your favorite or most interesting ones?
Well, the thing about all of these is there's not a single one that I was like, that seems worthwhile to use.
Right. That's what I was thinking about too. And there's a scene where two people have the which one is the one for bravery? The white ones.
The White Eagle.
Yeah. So two people have the white eagle card and they're using it at the big equinox festival.
So the White Eagle grants courage, but apparently no fighting skills because they get their butts handed to them.
Right. You can be very brave as you get beat up.
Yeah, like what, honestly, what does bravery really do for you? Yeah, that's a hill I'm going to die on. What does bravery really do for anyone? Has it ever been useful? I don't think so.
What is bravery without a little bit of skill?
Right. So the other card I will bring up because it is pertinent is the Nightmare. The Nightmare allows the user to speak directly into others' minds. It doesn't have on here the inverse.
Oh yeah, he knows all your fears and like
Who's
speaks your
he?
fears to you. The nightmare card.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Remember when the main character guy uses it, when Raven uses it too
Oh,
long.
right. He can contact his people. Got it.
Well, yeah, he can speak into the mind of other people using the nightmare card, but if he uses it too long, then his own fears are like brought up in his own mind and used against him.
So the reason this is important is because our dear heroine thought she got away without getting any magic from her infection fever that she survived, but her uncle brings home a nightmare card. She touches it. Boom! She's got the nightmare in her head. Talks to her all the time. She's kept that a secret for 11 years. He's in her head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But seems to be quite companionable.
In a dark and twisted sort of way.
But not that bad. I mean, so far.
No, and that's the thing. He's not that bad. He can
He's
be
not that bad.
cruel. He definitely is holding a lot of secrets. He's
Sure.
angry, he's hopeless, vengeful,
He does
but
not like the royal family.
no, not at
Not
all.
at all. All right, I'm ready for my theory. Are you ready for my theory?
I am so ready.
The nightmare is the Shepherd King.
That is my theory as well.
I knew
Or
it.
at least part. I'm wondering if each of the cards holds a part of the Shepherd King because he had to give up different things of himself to create each
And then
card.
so they are trying to reunite this deck to get rid of the
Mm-hmm.
mist. Do you think that they will unite it and he will appear?
I don't know. But I do think we're going to find out more about the Rowan Kings and what happened. Because in the beginning, you think that it's been like a continuous line. Like there's the Shepherd King, and the next came the next king, and the next, and the next. But then you start to think, like, I don't know, this part might be, you might not have gotten to this part yet. But there's a line of, you discover that they no longer have any written records from the Shepherd King except for the book about the cards. Everything else was destroyed. So,
Suspicious.
mm-hmm.
Here's my other theory. They're trying to assemble the cards because they have to sacrifice an infected person in order to unite the deck. Raven's younger brother is going to be used by the king who's trying to do this. Raven's own family is trying to beat him to it so that they can save his little brother. Raven says that their sacrificial person is going to be someone close to the king who deserves it. You think it's himself? Doesn't seem annoying, self-sacrificey type thing for this guy to do.
I did think of that. I did wonder about that.
But now that they have her, are they going to kill her instead? Is that the family plan?
That
Is
is
that why
another
he didn't want to
question.
drag her into it? Why is he
I
so
don't think
pissy
so.
about having to pretend that he's courting her?
See, I think he's because he doesn't want it to be for pretend. I think that's the simple answer.
Ugh.
I know.
Okay.
Now, speaking of people being crabby,
What?
this may be because I am not YA age anymore. But some of the things that our dear heroine, who I do really like, some of the things she reacts so strongly about, I was a little like, okay, but let's have some co-measurement here. You too are lying. You too are keeping secrets. Why are you so angry?
Because she's really mad at herself, Mary. Why does anyone get angry? Anger is a secondary emotion. It actually is only ever used to cover a primary emotion.
Mm.
And what are our primary emotions?
What?
Red, yellow, and blue.
And anger is orange.
Mm-hmm.
So, what primary emotion is she covering up with angry at Raven?
Shame? Maybe she's ashamed of herself. Maybe she's afraid.
Guilt?
Guilt?
I don't know if that's
Guilt
a
and
primary
shame?
emotion.
I think so. What would it cover up?
Well, I don't know. I need to look at the color wheel of emotions.
I think guilt, love, fear, sadness, guilt and shame. I'm making this up in my head.
I like it.
And then in the outer ring around all of them is anger. Oh, is joy an emotion?
Now, that's the question. Is joy an emotion or an absolute? Let's get back to the book.
Moving on. Yes, back to the book.
I had so many thoughts last night, and now I don't have any.
That's probably because, my dear listeners, we went to a concert last night, which was very, very fun, very, very inspiring, very, very lovely. But we're old and we're tired today. We stayed up till midnight.
Yes. I don't do that anymore, except sometimes when I'm reading.
Then that's a different kind of stay up. We were on our beats.
Although I will say, this book I have been having to read on my phone because of the stupid Kindle update where they are getting rid of all the old Kindles. Yes.
That's so sad. What am
And
I
I did
supposed to do?
notice,
Buy a new Kindle every year?
Yeah,
I didn't. So.
I'm moving over to Kobo. I'm breaking ties.
Well, I'll tell you what
with
I'm
Amazon.
moving. I am done with digital books. I know that they're so much cheaper, but it's like when I buy something, I want to actually own it. I don't want it to be something that can just be like sucked off my device whenever somebody decides, or like, oh, we decided this just isn't going to work anymore. So now everything I've bought on my Kindle is just like on borrowed time.
Yeah.
I don't think so. If I have them on my shelves, I have to break into my house and take them.
Mm-hmm.
And they might do that.
They might.
Fahrenheit for
something.
Fahrenheit over 400 degrees.
Fahrenheit real hot because they're burning all the books.
I was really confused because it is supposed to be the degree that books burn, but I'm like, can't they burn at any temperature of hot? Is that just the degree of flame?
Well, I don't know, because I feel like any flame will.
It was like, I guess I thought it meant that if like you put them in the oven and turned it to 451 degrees, they would spontaneously.
I'm betting that the title has nothing to do with that.
So it can't. Well, no, it is. They said it's the degree at which books burn, but I'm like, again,
what is the lowest degree of a flame? Because wouldn't that be what books?
I didn't know. And their flames uniform.
And are we talking about just like
no? They can't be
total.
They have different colors.
Because maybe that's what it takes. We're total getting off topic. Like, there's nothing left of the book.
Total ash. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
got it. Should we do our Discworld delight?
Yeah, let's. Might as well.
Okay. All right. No.
Not all right.
Don't you all write me. It's my turn to all write you.
Okay, you all right. I'll just sit here and write.
All right. I think it's interesting times. It's 2 flower tapping in the cell wall. Thank you, Tilly Mint. Interesting times or Last Continent. I think our boys spent some time behind bars in both of them. That's our MA 1979. Retrophrenologist says, I want to know for people that have finished the series how many copies of any of the books they have bought. I lend/give copies of my books sometimes and never get them back, or leave them somewhere, or some disappear in a move, or you buy an older version or a special version. I think I've bought Good Omens 4 or 5 times, Feet of Clay 3 or 4 times. I think I have bought Good Omens more than once.
If we're counting the audiobook, then I have bought it twice. Well, no, I've bought physical, ebook, and audiobook.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. And the rest I think I've just stolen from you.
Mm-hmm. So I'm
Hmm?
the friend that lends them and never gets them back.
You're the sister who should keep a better eye on her stuff.
I do
Just
come
kidding.
once in a while and look at your shelves.
They're on loan. I will give them back. I will.
It is interesting times.
Good work.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I didn't guess that one, just for the record. Was not sure at all.
Okay.
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 Of course, to the unpracticed eye, all Clatchians looked alike, but then to a werewolf, all humans looked alike. They looked appetizing.
That was hilarious.
Speaking of werewolves,
Mm-hmm. You got one back there?
mine has left his bed. Now back to the book at hand. I want to go back to the magic system for a moment because I think you were right when you were talking about it being magic systems are very hard. And I think it's an interesting thing to make the price of magic so literal and definite for each of these cards and the infection itself. You know, if you're infected and you're not using magic of the cards, but it's actually in your blood, you deteriorate mentally and or physically. And then each card has its own twist to it. And most magic systems that are successful do have a price in some way because, or at least limitations, because or else you could just fix anything and everything with magic.
Right.
So that's kind of with each magic system, it has to have those boundaries. And this one is so interesting because those are so definite and the world is dark, atmospheric, bad things happen, but they seem to use the cards lightly, which is odd to me. And I guess that is human nature. You get used to, you know, that like they have in their minds all the time the warning from the Book of Alder about, you know, be wary, be wise, you know, be good. What is it?
Be wary, be clever, be good.
We don't care if you're wise, just
Yeah,
be
forget
clever.
it.
Excuse me, sir. They're terrified of the infection. Neighbors will turn each other in, family members will turn each other in. And yet, if you have a card, it's fine. You can just use it, even though you know for sure that it's going to twist and have a price.
Well, it's like smoking, you know? You know it's going to give you cancer, but in the meantime, you're going to look real cool.
Yeah.
And it gives you whatever, a little boost.
Yeah. Oh, which brings me to my next question of what do you think, because her cousin receives the maiden card and is using it. She's distraught about it because it's included in a deal which she thinks is terrible, but also because she's afraid it'll change her forever. Um, she won't be herself anymore. She won't have that warm, loving heart. Now, there's the nightmare says something about the maiden card not just being a vanity card and that it's not understood.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know what else is there something else that that card does that it's not being utilized? Like everyone just thinks it's about looking pretty.
Okay. Be wary the pink, be wary the rose, be wary of beauty divine unopposed. Her thorns will grow sharp, she'll eat her own heart. Be wary of beauty divine unopposed. So I'm going to guess the word unopposed means something there that maybe it makes it difficult for people to go against you.
Yeah, and then also with the maiden card, most people will like when Raven's using the nightmare card, he taps it, uses it, taps it again, so he's not using it. So he can use it in short durations. But with a maiden card, you have to use it for like, if you use it once in public, then you have to use it every time in public. Like, is it just you're going to become a heartless person if you use this card because of the ratio of time you have to use it for?
Yeah, and I wonder with her if it will only be for public events and they'll just keep her tucked away most of the time.
So Elspeth actually gave, like, I was wondering if that's supposed to be a secret because she gave that away to um, one of the young girls that she's trying to find out about cards from. So she uses it as a lead in. But I'm wondering if that'll come back. Like now everyone, because I'm sure that gossip will travel. So now everyone knows that she has a maiden card. And that's why she's so beautiful. So then what does it matter then? Like, why don't you
But
just
like
not use
also
it?
who cares?
Right. That's why I'm like, there has to be something else to this card because, yeah, who cares?
And
Well,
like
it's like, that's one of the ones that like has the least amount of positive for the negative. It's like you'll
yeah.
be beautiful, but you'll no longer be yourself because you'll be absolutely heartless and you won't love anybody. Anybody.
Well, and it's like so what? Like the uncle trades the nightmare card to the king for this betrothal to of his kid to his kid, of the
Mm-hmm.
uncle's kid to the king's kid. And it's like it seems like the maiden card was thrown in there to somehow sweeten the deal for the uncle, maybe, I don't know, but I'm like,
Yeah.
who
Is
cares?
it
He
is
could have
it
just got her
sweeten?
betrothed. Why does she
Right.
need to have the maiden card?
Yeah. Is it sweetening the
uh
deal for the girl, the prince, or is it like what Elspeth said? Is they're using it to control you?
or did the uncle have it and made her beautiful when he introduced her so that the dumb prince would be more amiable to being like, okay, yeah, I'll marry her for the nightmare card.
I like that theory, but wouldn't Elspeth have seen the card on him? Because they rode together, right, in the carriage?
Yep, it's a good
So
point.
that wouldn't work. But I like that theory.
It's a bad theory. It's stupid.
No, it makes more sense than like why. I mean, unless we find out, like, why did the king give it?
Yeah, that part's confusing to me. I also, I want to learn more about Ione because I feel like I didn't even get to know her before she was taken from us.
Right. And I'm very confused because, yes, Elspeth doesn't like the princes or trust them because of the amount of antagonism and hatred that the nightmare has inside her head has colored her outlook.
Mm-hmm.
However, she talks about things that they know the crown prince has done, that
Right.
he publicly sends people into the mist to die when they're infected, as like, and enjoys it.
Right.
So he
Because he has the
uses,
card where he can make people do things
right,
and uses
so
it.
and they talk about the amount of fear and how the land is ruled by fear. So I found it odd and confusing that Iona was just like, oh, he might be good. He might be different. Like, do you know all the same horrifying stories Elspeth does?
Mm-hmm. Well, and she gets very indignant and says having hope is not the same as being delusional. It seems like a feeble stance.
I think having hope is a good thing, but if you know someone has done atrocious things and enjoyed it, uh, thinking that they might be different without any reason to think that other than hope is a bit delusional.
Right.
Non-delusional hope would could look like, I don't know, hoping
Maybe I
that
can kill him.
maybe I can kill him. Yeah, or maybe yeah, like the people themselves can do something. Like hope in good people, not hope in people who have so far proven themselves not to be any good at all.
Exactly.
Hmm. Now
Mm-hmm.
his younger brother, I think she does this. The author does a great job with the younger brother because he's good, but not necessarily nice or kind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not like all of a sudden he is a totally different person in private. He's the jerk prince in public, and then private he's nice. He's like, nah, he doesn't trust
He's
you.
a
He doesn't like you,
yeah.
and he's kind of mean.
Mhm. I
But
like him.
he's still on the good side. Yeah.
There's just something about that guy I like.
Mm. Hmm. And I was wondering, did he just like, why does he tell? I was wondering, why does he tell Elspeth that Raven is also infected? Like, he
I
gives that
think
totally
because
away.
he's kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
Because he's like, maybe it's a little like he thinks she should know anyway, but also it's like, just in case they had any chance of like being friends or friendly while trying to pretend to be courting, he's like, I'm gonna ruin this for you because it's fun for me.
But if he doesn't trust her, why would he be giving her extra information? At this point, he doesn't know that she's going to get real angry and confront Raven about it. She could just keep it to herself and use it later. I mean, she does just get angry and confront him, but he doesn't know her at this point. He doesn't know that that's her most likely reaction. So is he just a
Yeah,
bit
I
of
don't
a
know.
stirring up trouble?
Yeah, he seems like he likes to stir the pot. My final thing is about the nightmare because earlier in the podcast, I think I said he's not that bad, and you were like, well, he's not that good. But I would like to point out that in the 11 years he's been in her head, he has only ever helped her. He hasn't harmed her in any way. And it is only when she asks. He hasn't done anything without her consent or for her asking. So I think that's
Mm-hmm.
very interesting for this supposed monster to be
Right.
so concerned with consent.
And I was wondering, is it him that won't, or is it that the magic can't? Now that she's asked for help a few times, there's less and less separation between how the nightmare is feeling and how she's feeling. Like, she's starting to feel all of it and know his thoughts without just it being his words that she hears. And I agree. I think all of this magic is impersonal in terms of, I mean, personal vengeance to the Rowan kings, but it's kind of more like the old idea of the woods itself, where it's the impersonal price rather than something is evil. It's like the spirit of the wood is neither good nor evil, but right now we get the feeling that she's upset. There's something's gone wrong. So it's more antagonistic than it might usually be. It seems like even at the best of times, it's wild magic that comes with a price. Like, it's never super beneficial.
Except for she hasn't paid any price yet.
And is the price losing herself to the nightmare?
I guess we'll have to keep reading and find out.
Hmm. Spark of the week. What was yours?
I think you can guess. Seeing Sierra Farrell live in concert last night was mind blowingly good. So fantastic. She is so ethereal. And getting to go with my family. We also saw Mumford and Sons. That was also really good. That was definitely my spark of the week.
Yeah, that was mine too. I actually thought about this podcast during the concert because we are in an open stadium under the sky with the sunset, and it's just gorgeous. You're ringed by mountains, and the songs just have this positive force to them. I don't know. It felt like she was using the opportunity to create something, and I did feel like, "Ooh, we're doing a ritual right now. Like, this is magic." And it's like sending out goodness into the world. And I got that feeling again with Mumford and Sons during the song with the chorus that's, oh, the words are "Awake my soul." And I was just thinking about all these people, and then they're going to be going across, they're touring across the country, and all these people are singing these words out. And I don't know, it definitely added something just being under the open sky and singing those words out with a crowd with the sun setting. Just felt very powerful.
Yeah, it was extremely powerful. Very beautiful. Yeah, I cried. My friend we were with cried. uh and I don't know if this is the right word, but like ephemerism, and it's just like there was a couple times where the whole crowd was singing together, and that was
Mm-hmm.
just like you feel this incredible connection, and it is very powerful, very
Yeah.
beautiful.
I would say the peak moment. Well, I had a few in in the concert, but the moment when Marcus Mumford went off the stage, he ran around the stadium, and so we thought he was just going to do a lap, around the higher paying area, and then he didn't. He went up while singing, ran all the way up the stairs, up the stadium to the very top. So he ran a foot away from where I was standing
Mm-hmm.
and went to the top, had a huge smile on his face. In fact, I think we will put the picture in
Mm-hmm.
in here so you guys can see. Said something to the crowd, ran back down while singing, and it felt such effort going to, really showing in this physical, visceral way that each of us matter and that he's out here with us too. And then, and then
Yeah.
he went back. So impressed, very impressed of the running up
Mm.
those steps while
My
singing.
God.
Yeah, and everyone, speaking of feeling one with the crowd, looking around at everyone else's faces that are making the exact same expression as mine, just the absolute surprise and like wonder and joy.
Yeah, yeah, everybody was so excited.
Yeah, I think like the whole stadium rose to their feet and stayed standing for like 10 songs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that energy just like he just infused the crowd with all this energy, and then it just like stayed. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
So please, if you are watching on YouTube or listening on any podcast app, please leave us a review. A comment would be awesome. We'd love to hear from you guys, and it really helps other people find us as well. As always, we are so grateful to be spiraling through the universe with all of you. It's not always easy, but no good story ever is.
Look who I had this whole time. Look who I had this whole time. He loves podcasting.